NCTC reference the unfortunate accident that occurred with National Guardsmen being killed.
You think that was an unfortunate accident?
I mean,
it was a terrorist
attack. Wait. Look, I'll get it straight. Then you can
He shot our National Guardsman in the head.
Look, Mr. Chairman, will you direct the witness to allow me to ask my question? It was an unfortunate situation.
It's like the old Slim Shady song when Grady catches his wife cheating. And Dr. Dre suggests maybe it's an accident. What? Did she trip, fall, land on his dick? This is the Democrat logic, how they soften the crime when it does not look good for them. It was an accident, and then he doubles down after Kristi Noem says he shot the National Guardsman in the head. He drove from Seattle to Washington, D.C. and yelled Allah Akbar as he did it.
The unfortunate accident that occurred with the National Guardsman being killed.
It was an accident, Ben Thompson wants to tell the public. We will never have a cohesive government if we allow such people a pulpit. I know that politicians try to soften things on their side and they try to massage things a little bit, but it's an impossibility when he tries to frame this as an accident. An accident? An accident is when you're not looking and you bump into somebody else's car in a parking lot. That is an accident. Not when you drive across country and put a gun to somebody's head yelling Allah Akbar. And this is the same thing that they did with calling January 6th an insurrection. It was likely a Fed-surrection, something that they allowed to develop. Why they didn't approve Trump's request for more National Guard so that this wouldn't happen. They wanted it to happen, and they call it and label it an insurrection and all the pageantry as they have the January 6th committee and lie about Brian Sicknick being killed by the January 6thers and arrest every single grandma who entered into the Capitol and have a cell phone tracking event as they go after them, but conveniently don't catch the January 5th pipe bomber the guy left it the previous evening because it would not look good for them if they arrested a crazy black guy who was autistic, whose family was far, far left. Ben Thompson is exemplifying what Democrats believe, and he doubles down on it and wants to frame it as an unfortunate incident. Well, when you go that far, you're going to get blowback from people like me that are going to call you out and call out the Democrats as the utter atrocious liars they are and how devoid from truth they are. And this is the same reason. These Democrats are the same reason why we are having recurring crimes from the same people in the big cities, because it was an accident when somebody goes and shoots a National Guardsman in the head yelling Allah Akbar, I say for the fourth time, because it was anything but. But then it softens all the other criminals that go out there and commit these heinous crimes, and then they just let them go free. Oh, he's a good kid. Oh, he's not going to do it again. Oh, it was an accident, because that's the framing that Democrats give anything, and this is why you should leave the party. This is why, if you think that it was an accident, okay, then you're one of those brain-dead Democrats that deserves to stay on the blue team. I get it. Vote blue no matter who. But if you're sane at all and you see them trying to frame this, then you have to ask yourself, how else are they lying to me? That should be a question. It is disgusting, it is sick, and there's Democrat blue privilege out there where they are not held accountable for actual crimes that they commit, but try to put the leader of the free world in jail with made up BS. And they're calling this an accident. Oh, please, Ben Thompson. Why don't you go back to whatever shithole you crawled out of, because you do not have the brains or the wherewithal to be in Congress, and yet because you are elected over and over again, you represent 750,000 people, but you don't deserve to be in the upper echelons of intelligentsia even, because you have none. You're devoid. But we're not allowed to say that because you're black, so you also have black privilege. But this, my friends, when I see this, what? Did she trip, fall, and land on his dick? I repeat. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Peace.